Well,
I'm like, watch what you
abort
say.
mission, abort mission. Stupid.
I
Oh,
mean, I know how you talk all the time, but damn.
I said, you know what really grinds my gears before we go live? You know those people over there. Let me tell you something about the. We're live. We're live.
Oh my god. Okay. Once again, my
uh,
pet peeve is always revealed when I post that I'm going to stream, especially on Snap. Then people still freaking message me, and I'm like, you you didn't see that. Like
don't fucking message me.
every single time I'd be like, okay, I'm streaming. Don't hit me up. Like bye, and like nope, just constant, constant, constant. All right, hold on. I gotta pull open the stream so I can check audio. It should be working, but you never fucking know. Shit hates me. Go to that.
Yeah, while we were on stream talking, I'm gonna be on GTA sourcing some cars. I said,
Okay,
let me at
audio's
least
working.
try to
Cool.
source one car.
I mean, we were on a roll last night with that. Though it was very comical, like the fact that we go to deliver the cars and like we're doing like pretty good. Like you fucked up a little bit and that was fine. Like I'm driving.
I fucked up a little bit. Like, what
Wait,
the
wait,
fuck?
wait, 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 wait. So we're delivering your car. I'm driving perfect. I'm like, yeah.
I'm driving perfect too. Shit, I ain't
Bullshit.
trying to fuck my own shit.
Well, the first one we did perfect. Perfect was the first one. The first one of yours was absolutely no problems.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we were almost there too, but then that damn car swerved in front of me. It was. I know exactly what it was. It was a runner.
Yeah.
It swerved. It literally, I couldn't avoid it if I tried. It swerved right in front of me, like as I was going. I wasn't even going at a irritatingly fast speed either. It just decided to
Right.
make that right turn. I'm
Well,
like,
like
okay,
the
all
one
right.
time, I think it might have been on one of my deliveries. Yeah, because mine were
It was the last one. It was the last ones we did with the 250.
like I got
We got
nailed.
fucked.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
got
we got
nailed
fucked.
inside. I got sideswiped by a station
I got
wagon.
shot in the front. Yeah, the first bullet to make it $62. It shot me in the front.
Yeah, I got sideswiped by a station wagon. That was
You
like the
got
worst.
swipe, and then
But
I got rail fucking roaded, dude. Like,
dude,
man.
but that one where I was going up the hill, I think it was on your delivery, and like I avoided three fucking crashes in a row,
Oh my
just
god, you did. I was
narrowly,
like, no,
narrowly.
that was yours. Cause no, it was yours because I had like $900 of damage at that point,
Yeah.
and then like you were talking shit, and then you got railroaded on the way. Then you got 300, and then as we was approaching approaching that corner right there where that liquor store is, getting ready to get into the hills, you squeeze between two cars and somehow get out of that shit and still miss me by a hair. You almost hit
I
me.
I honestly don't know how I did it. Like, and yeah, I was talking shit, so that cockiness came to see. My theory about me being cocky comes to bite me in the ass
Life keeps
every
like
time.
he's swacking you in the ass, like right back. Like,
Because I was like, well, now we know that Davis is the worst driver. I forget how I phrased it, but it was fucking
yeah, you
hilarious.
said that's exactly what you said. You like, now we know who's the better driver of this situation. And then I was like,
when
karma,
I
bitch, you when he talking shit,
and then when I got
talking shit.
sideswiped by that station wagon, I said fuck in a like a weird deep grunt, and you
You're like,
started dying.
you're like just like, and then after that, I got hit by that runner. That's exactly the
I was
same
like, yeah,
situation.
see what happens? We both get that fucking karma. It's like, don't make
Cause
fun
I
of each
was
other.
dying fucking laughing, dude. It was so fucking hilarious. It was
I
just
kept on
like,
almost getting into an accident because I was laughing. I was like, oh god.
I was like, how the fuck does this happen? Just like, man,
It was the dumbest
oh my,
shit.
it was so fucking fun. Like that was like, see what happens when you let us do a private lobby GTA. We have fun still. We don't need to play with everybody to have fun.
Exactly. It reminds me of the good
We're
old
anti,
days. Like,
like yeah, we're anti-social people. We have more fun playing with our small group of friends versus every fucking social
yeah.
fucking disease in the world in a GTA lobby.
It's so true. Like anytime we got our solo lobbies, and if we had a couple more people with us, we always had a good time. Even back on the 360 days, where when I first met you and like all your friends that you were hanging out with, like we had a fucking good time. We would just randomly do death matches and like just start a fight in the streets, or find like a random
All
person to
that.
fist fight.
Oh yeah, man, I miss those days where you can just fist
God.
fight somebody. Now you're more likely to get shot. But you see,
Yeah.
when we were we those same people like when we was coming up in the streets, we was we was really doing.
Right?
Back in our day, back in our day, they shutting down the GTA servers, dude.
Mm.
Like, GTA servers and on 360.
I'm
That is
sorry.
crazy.
They should have shut that down a long time ago.
I mean, for real, that game is fucked up. Like I can't even play that
It's
shit.
you can't. There's too many modders in there. There's like ruining the
You
server.
better off playing Out that I never saw the day where you're better off playing PC than you are playing an actual GTA game.
Ain't that the truth? Like it's just
I'm like, damn.
I remember all the problems I had, like those final days that I was stuck on 360 before I like switched to the one. Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
I was the first one over here. I was by myself for a little long stretch.
Yeah, because it was a bit before I got my one, and then the service was still active, but then I was delaying transferring my character over because I was still helping a certain someone on 360 who kind of dropped off the face of the planet. So,
He said, "Thou shalt remain nameless."
well, that person, oh, they caused me too much problems, like too many problems in general with those other like MCs that we were trying to align with or were technically aligned with.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker. I know who you talking about.
Fuck it, I'll say his name. It was Dodge. His gamer tag was Dodge. Oh my god. He aggravates the fuck out of me now that I think about it. Like so many problems. I'm not even online and I'm like these people are screaming at me like I'm supposed to be on 24/7 to handle this shit and it's like I have a life.
Oh my god.
I'm not a juice head here,
How you
so
get off me? Goddamn.
like calm it down, you know?
Word.
But it was just like and then they were just chasing us down because the guy that was the leader of that crew was like psychotic. Like, dude really should not be allowed online.
I remember that shit. I remember, like, I wasn't on there with you and TJ during
Mm-hmm.
those times,
Yep.
but it was just amazing. Like, I remember y'all was telling me about that dude. I was like, yeah, this motherfucker sound crazy. He better lucky I don't meet his ass. I'd have shot his
Oh,
ass.
he was trying to threaten me and everything. I was like, dude, I could go to the cops right now and have your shit pulled. Okay. So you might want to watch
People
it.
forget we're on a fucking video game.
Like, dude was obviously juice head. He had to be, juicing up, if you know what I'm saying. Some people don't know what a juice head is, but let's just
A
say
Guido.
it's
It's a Guido.
yeah, you could think about it that way. I guess, yeah. It's people that cheat to get muscles and to get strong and
Yeah,
ripped. Okay, let's.
I'm a Guido.
I'm just trying to. And when he says Guido, he's not trying to offend anybody that is Italian. He's talking about these particular type of
No,
person.
it's from Jersey Shore. Shit.
Well, some people might find it offensive. I'm just trying to
Aw,
explain
I,
where you're
I
coming
wasn't
from.
trying to offend. I wasn't trying to offend nobody. I just watched Jersey Shore this morning, so
But yeah, like people
Jersey
like that, it's
Shore,
like, ugh.
bitch.
Though they fucked up because their modder that they had on their side, the one guy was like, I think I still have him on my friends list somewhere. I think he goes under a different name, but he watches my back. Like he was watching my back, protecting me from there. They found another modder to help them, so he was like making me invincible as they're trying to blow me up with rockets nonstop. Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Mm-mm. Pieces of shit.
And he's a good country boy. That's why he was like, no, I don't agree with the way they're treating you and how he's going about this. Like
Take
he's being
me
disrespectful. It's crazy.
home, where I belong,
Sweet guy,
West
sweet guy.
Virginia.
Now, mama, take me home.
Home
Those
to the
country roads.
past.
You're singing a different part. I might have to take this sweater off. I'm fucking getting hot. Fuck.
Man, it was. I love this. But that is like one of the greatest fucking songs ever
It
made because it
really
makes
is.
everybody. It makes everybody sing.
Oh, it does.
It is like the perfect drunk party boy song. Like I'm not even playing.
It hits you in the feels and like,
It's just like you like, oh shit, hey. Like even if like you be surprised on how many people know it too. Even the like
Right, right.
hardest looking street dudes know that song. It's like
It
everybody
unites us
looked at me
all.
just it just hits it like it hits everybody. It's like see that song can end gang violence. I'm telling people. I'm telling you.
Like Gluckman. He's down with the bitches and
West
hoes.
Virginia. I want to go to West Virginia just to sing that song. That's a bucket list. Where I belong,
And
Virginia.
honestly, that song was like a perfect pick for the soundtrack of Red Dead. So,
For real. It
honestly,
really was.
if anybody hasn't played Red Dead, or Red Dead Redemption 2, I should say, you gotta. You have to.
You got to. You got to.
It's beautifully
Like,
done. Great story. I had to like keep fending off Davis because like he wanted to know the story so bad and what was gonna happen. I'm
oh
like, I'm
my
not gonna
god,
ruin it
you
for you.
was why? I was so fucking heated, dude. I'm like, why you didn't tell me this?
I
You could have saved me, but no.
No, you
Hey,
had to
you
feel it
want to be
naturally.
all suspense. You got to be all suspenseful, baby. Why, Arthur? Why?
Why?
Because I'm up here saying, because you got me looking stupid in front of everybody. I said, okay, I was just mad because I was like late to the party. Like I hadn't watched the full thing on YouTube by this point. Everybody's
Mhm.
played it
Yeah,
by this point. I didn't get it until at least a year later after the game came out because that's when the online system came out
yeah.
the next year. And then I'm just like, oh man, I can't like man. I'm like, I can't wait. I can't wait like to the end of the game where I can kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. I said, me and Arthur gonna ride out or something like that. You like, I said, what's up? What's up? What's wrong? What's up? And then I just like, as the game completely starts to unfold, it
Yeah.
just all started to make sense. I'm like, wait a minute, why is he sick? Hold the fuck up.
Well,
Don't tell me this motherfucker is about to die. Gosh. And then I hit you up. I'm like, why you didn't tell me? He gets sick. Does he get better?
and
Tell me he gets better.
the thing is it's like obviously a lot of people don't realize that it's supposed to be a prequel to Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, because I thought I didn't think of it like that because I didn't play one.
Yeah.
Like I watched one, but I didn't put the pieces together that these are the same. Like most of the characters are the same people until John Marston shows up.
Hmm.
Like, oh, that's a young John Marston.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't start really putting the pieces together until like, wait a minute, story. So
And it's
this is
starting to
before
click.
every.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is before everything happened. So like, and then like, cause you're giving me little pieces and little hints every now and then, but you're not telling me what's up. I'm like,
Well, like as you started
uh,
progressing a bit by bit, you would say certain things and be like, "Yeah, yeah, da da da," da, and I would give you little nuggets, just try not to give away the story. But then you kept
she
on.
said, I'll say this much, and then I think the last thing you told me was, I'll say this. This is before Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I went back and watched certain parts
Mhm.
of Redemption 1, and then I started to notice, I'm like, oh, the Arthur's not in
It's like,
any
where's
of.
my boy Arthur?
Oh,
Where is he?
this motherfucker don't even exist in that one game.
Yeah.
Damn. I say, wait a minute, Arthur's not in Red Dead Redemption 1. Oh,
And then it's just
fuck.
like whole of a sudden it's like mind blown, like, oh no, 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 no. And that's the
No,
thing.
no, no.
Like that's the thing. When you were starting to play, you were telling me that you were like watching like clips of videos of what's gonna happen, and I'm like, don't stop, just stop doing that, just play the game.
Right, because I was like, yeah, because like the parts I was watching, what like, because this is a long ass game. People have
Yeah.
like fucking 20 different parts of this shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
man. And like most of the videos are like an hour long, and I wasn't quite as mental focused as I am now watching that shit.
Well,
So, and then just like,
well, then you also had those people that were because their clips were so long, they were also trying to do like the other stuff, like the collectibles and all that stuff to 100% the game.
mm-hmm.
Though the game screwed me on the pistols, but
I
what
know,
ifs?
right? Like, fucking game.
Like I picked up the fucking the one gunslinger's weapon and it didn't register it apparently, or it like glitched in the save, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
You gotta be
Why?
fucking my motherfucking ding.
I swear, my luck with games sometimes, it's a nope. Mm-mm. It hates me, honestly.
Mm-mm. It
But
be like that though.
but yeah, it was a great game. Very
That
well
game is
done.
probably one of the best ever dramatical stories you can think of.
Graphics on point, honestly. Voice acting, amazing. The soundtrack, amazing. Like,
Hmm.
it made you feel every single emotion. It made you feel like
Yeah,
you
the
were Arthur's
music
friend or
cued
something.
perfectly.
Yep. Like,
The
yeah, I could
music
say
cued
it
perfectly.
was like
Um,
you were Arthur,
it
but
and it's
no.
just you were invested in this story. I would say out of every game I've ever
Hmm.
played,
I became really invested. I was
you
emotional.
just
Like, when it ended, I was like,
when
oh,
it really pulled me. It really pulled me.
right. To see the way, Arthur goes out. Now, I told you because you had asked me what's the difference, like honor and dishonor, and what's going to happen. I was like, just stay on the good path. Stay on the good path. It'll be much more worth it.
Because you was telling me about that too. I shot a motherfucker. You like, you can
Hmm.
become a bad guy, right? I said, really? You don't want to become a bad guy. So, I think when I finished originally, I was like just a hair above like
Yeah.
bad guy. So I got a good funeral. And then I
Yeah.
saw the bad. They called you basically when you died when you were a bandit. You were pretty much an asshole.
It wasn't as fulfilling as it was if you went out the good way, because then it your bond with Arthur
Because they don't tell the
just
story of
set you
Arthur.
up.
Arthur was a
Yeah.
real good dude.
Deep down he was really good, and as the story progressed, you were seeing that, and he just wanted to change and do better.
And then everybody called, like, I saw the ending when he was a bad guy. I was like, they basically made him sound like a horrible bastard. Like, I'm like, dang.
Right. Like him dying on that mountaintop and just looking out into like the horizon and just the beautiful scenery. And obviously at the end you come back and you play as John, and you
Mm-hmm.
can find his grave and visit, and it's beautiful up there. There's
I know, yeah,
flowers,
you
it's
got to go
beautifully
all the
done.
way up to
Oh.
that reservation, yeah, to
Mhm.
see it shit. Way up there.
And then if you go
What's
there
his
like
name?
everybody
Gave him a real
else's.
good area.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Huh?
yeah, he did. And I was like, you can go to like everybody else's like grave and see how they're laid out kind of in a situation. Like some
Yeah.
are better than others, like honestly.
The motherfucker, the two motherfuckers that got away, they gonna get theirs.
Mhm.
Mm.
Dutch is an
Oh, well, I mean,
asshole.
fuck Dutch.
Fuck Dutch.
And the
The
other little fucking Timothy
Micah.
Sam looking bitch. Yeah, Micah.
Fuck Micah.
I'm glad he dies in Redemption 1. John Marston got back at his ass.
Oh right. Now I wish for online they would do more, honestly, because online is a bit stale, if we're being honest.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't played that shit in about the last year.
Yeah, I haven't touched it. Last time I touched it was maybe February. I like gave up on the Outlaw
Yeah.
Pass. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, it just
It's not
I stopped playing like when everybody started really glitching this shit up. Like,
right.
no.
And the thing is, it's like you aren't getting enough XP unless you just sit there all day and grind, or you're constantly like grinding up the trading bullshit at your camp, or you're constantly doing those, oh god, what was it, bounty hunter missions, and it has to be on the big, the main difficulty, like the highest difficulty or whatever, to really get anything. Because honestly, the game modes they have really don't pay out that much. Gold you can barely
Nah.
get.
Yeah, the missions suck, and then you gotta pretty much do all the bounty hunter shit, and then you gotta do the
Well,
legendary shit to make any fucking thing.
exactly. And they nerfed the freaking the daily objectives where you get gold, so it doesn't grind up as nicely as it used to.
Basically, the game fucking
It's just
sucks at
like
this point. It's only good in theory in terms of like
yes,
it only works in theory if you're just looking for cowboys and Indian kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like if you're trying to get like your rocks off and play like some Western game or something, like it's the best one to do
Well,
it.
and
But my personal opinion,
if you
yeah,
if you can get a group of friends together and you just want to fuck around in a lobby, so be it. Like that's where it's gonna be fun
yeah.
because a lot of the time either you're not gonna see anybody or everyone's hanging out like in Saint Denis and just like
And then he
causing trouble.
fucking with each other, causing trouble. And then a lot of times you got to drop bounties off there, and you don't want to do that.
And now that they have legendary animals, you have to worry about those legendary animals coming out of nowhere and like chomping on your ass. So it's like,
Yeah, like that's the real fuck. Cause don't you hunt those too?
yeah, you can hunt them. You can take their skin, which you then take to this other guy. I forget
I
what his name
got
is.
bear. I think I got the legendary bear once,
Yeah,
like
because
by myself.
you take him to this guy and he makes whatever bullshit you pay for it, whatever. I haven't paid for it. I just gave him the skins and
But yeah,
eventually
the
it'll come
croc.
out.
I didn't get the crocodile. The crocodile chewed my ass
That
up.
was a pain in the ass.
Cause you
Well,
gotta get in the water without getting in the water.
well, and for a
Just
while there, they weren't spawning either, so that was a whole thing.
the wolf will fuck you up.
But the problem with also the alligators is that the fact that the other gators will start coming after you and swarming you, so you have to be like really
Yeah,
fucking
the ones
smart.
that just the normal ones you can kill. Yeah.
Like you have to stay out of their range and hope for the best, honestly. Um, the panther. I'll say panther slash cougar because it's basically the same game, cat
It's
model.
the same mechanic. Yeah, it's the same mechanics. You just make
Those
one
things
black and
are
the
a
other.
pain in the
The
ass.
fucking Kruger is a pain in the ass. So I don't think I ran into the Panther, but I ran into the Kruger more than a few times. They
Dude.
kicked my ass off my horse and fucked me up. I didn't even know where it came from either. It was the first
Well,
time I was riding with you too.
a normal panther or cougar, usually one shot with like the bolt action, like the higher damaged rifle, takes them out, right? Not these freaking
Oh
legendary
man,
ones. Oh no, no, I could blast this motherfucker in the head like 50 fucking times. He's not going down.
he eating today. He said I'm hungry.
You know how many I got eaten so many freaking times being out near Blackwater for that one. I was like, you son of a bitch. Or you had somebody that was hanging out on that windmill that's over near Blackwater, sniping down at you, trying to take your kill. I was like, you asshole. I hate people like that. Honestly, I do. My legs be sweating. But yeah, it's. I wish they would at least give us like our little do better with the camps. Okay, first off,
Yeah.
thank God they fixed that error where camps you couldn't place your camp. But
Hmm.
I wish they would let us build a house like John did.
Oh my god, build a cabin.
And like yes, I get the whole oh well, there's gonna be so many people. Well, there's not many
Blah
people
blah.
playing your lobby, so we could build our house wherever the fuck we want. Just do the same mechanics of like how
It's the
the
same shit GTA was promised us with the mansions for so long, and then the mansion only
yeah.
mansions we get is just a nice big house in the hills.
The only way you can get that is if you play on a GTA server on PC.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't have the PC, and I don't plan on having one.
And like, I wouldn't mind eventually, playing one of those GTA servers, because I think that would be kind of cool. Because given the mechanics, like if you watch, this is a shout out to Call Me Kevin, because he makes me laugh. Dude is so funny. His GTA videos where he's playing on these servers is just hilarious. He's been going around as Grognak the Destroyer, attorney at law, uh, and that character has amnesia. So but it's just a good time where he just like messes with people and they just have a really good time. It's just funny.
Perfect.
But come on, GTA, come on, Rockstar, get it together. We need something. Like maybe one day I'll go and check Red Dead again, but I don't know. I hate
Man,
Red
I'm
Dead.
not. It's just, and another thing, it's more gigabytes than the motherfucking Warzone. I'm like, goddamn, I don't got this goddamn memory. Shit, the big ass game to download.
Oh yeah. Well, look at that one night. I had a freaking error where it wasn't registering my like GTA or something, saying it wasn't installed or something, and I had to like redo it again. It was just some weird glitch where it just didn't recognize I had it. I should just reboot it, but I didn't because I'm
I
an
just
idiot.
didn't. Hmm. You know, you do the sister neck when you talk.
Yeah. I, I
I
have a level of sass. I can't help it.
was
you
just, I'm up here watching the stream as you talk, and it's like, you do the
you know
sister
me.
neck.
I'm naturally sassy.
She said, they need to give us something.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That or I start talking with my hands like a whole
Oh no,
bunch.
you do. You talk with your hands. You do. I do that too. So that's why I keep telling people you black. You just mixed. You just mix like that.
I'm just really pale.
Really pale. Like yeah, I don't want to hear this. Oh, for the record, I'm a white girl. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're past that.
Like I'm pretty white, honestly.
you you developed from white girl 10 years ago. Okay,
Like okay.
you evolved. You went Super Saiyan. You just
But
went black.
but to be fair, my family does come from the city. You know, there's all that. So
It's Pennsylvania.
I get those like attitude, flavors from them and how like everyone conversed probably down in the city or back in the day and
All
um
that.
the Italian in me comes
Cause
out.
I mean, cause and the same here. My inner white boy come out. I grew up in the suburbs.
It's true.
Yeah. My inner white boy comes out. It's okay.
Like
It's okay.
it's just flavors of sassy. I'm not like that all the time. I'm just, it is what it is. Just like how like when
Oh
we're
my God,
playing.
did you hear? Like, oh my God, did you hear what Becca
Oh my
said?
god.
That bitch.
Okay, I don't talk like that. But I do have a friend named. Well,
No,
I.
no, no. That's how I know. I'm like, oh my
Oh
God,
my
did you hear?
god.
Did you hear what Becca said? Oh my
Like, oh
God.
my god, Becky, look at her butt. It's so big.
Hey, do, do,
She
do,
looks
do,
like one of
do,
those
do, do.
frat guys' girlfriend.
What in fucking
I can't.
and my wife heard that song. Like it was a parody version she was listening to,
Uh huh.
and I told her like that's a parody of an actual song. She said it's like told her it's basically like, oh my God, look at her, but she looked like one of those
Frat
rap guys.
guys' girlfriends.
And she said he's like guys like big butts. Like he said, and I was like, she's like, do you feel like that? I said, yeah, you have a big butt too. Like, like,
I
like
mean,
you got a nice round thing. Dang, I was telling my wife, you got a nice.
be happy
Okay,
you got it, boo.
okay.
You just gotta
But she's
maintain
like
it.
real white. But she's like real white girl, so she's
Mm-hmm.
like, am I getting bad? Like, I'm
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad thing for me.
Like I've heard her like in the background, and she'll like say something. I'm like, yeah, you super white.
I know, right? It's just like, damn.
Like
Like
she doesn't
classic
have
white
that.
girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's like that classic.
Classic white girl from the olden times. Yeah, like it is nothing wrong with that,
Oh, no, not at all.
But she just, I was like, I say, I think one time she asked me, if she like, does she sound southern? I say, yeah, you do. Yeah, sometimes I catch a couple things
There's
every
that
now and
twang,
then, but
yeah.
yeah, that twang, like darling and stuff like that. Like like she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my
Oh my
God,
god.
I'm white. I'm like, yeah, yeah, but I love you anyway. I'm white
Right?
too. I'd be like, white too. Don't worry about
You do.
it.
You go in your moments where you're like just super white with it.
I said, you don't really grind my ass, okay? Like, fucking
I
a.
can't with that shit. No, but anytime you do
You
your
don't
white
know.
girl
You're not
voice,
gonna hustle.
anytime you do your white
Like,
girl
you're
voice,
not gonna hustle me. Hustle a hustler. I tell you what.
no, every time you do your white girl
We'll
voice,
give.
it reminds me of white chicks. The way the
Uh,
Wayans brothers do
I
it, I'm like, oh
was
my god.
like, oh my God. He said, yo, you looking at my ass? What you trying to look at my lumps?
Oh god, what's that one scene like? Whoa, white chocolate. I can't.
Oh,
Oh,
easy white chocolate.
yeah, there it is.
I wouldn't want you to melt. Easy white chocolate. I wouldn't want you to melt. Or like maybe like, oh my God, who blocked out the sun? Easy white chocolate. I wouldn't want you to melt.
I can't. Oh my god, that
He
gets me
said,
every time.
okay, okay, incredible Negro. Arnold Sports and Negro.
Oh, I gotta fix my jacket. There we go. But yeah, it's like, oh my god. Yeah, I don't really go that that stereotypical
Nah,
white chick. I
nah,
just
no,
don't.
no, no, no.
I
Like
got
I said, you
flavor.
evolved a long time ago.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah.
evolved a long time ago. Yeah,
Like yes,
you
I can be very proper and be like, "Hi, how are you?" How's your day
Oh, same
going?
here. My,
Like,
my my phone voice is so different from my
uh-huh.
actual voice.
It's that customer service
Like one
voice.
moment I sound like this, and then like, hey, how you doing? My name is
But like,
Davis. How can I help you?
that's the thing. When I have to explain to people, like, my voice has layers. I can go for 1 minute, be like, yo, yeah, whatever, bruh. Like, it's very bruh, very low tones, like, not giving a
Mm-hmm.
fuck. Then there's obviously my
It's
COD
called
voice.
code switching.
Code switch. Exactly. Exactly.
Code switching.
Code switching.
Oh my god, he said it perfectly though. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what
Uh
it
huh.
is.
It's true.
You
What
gotta
do we
blend. You
got?
gotta blend.
We got bots. Yay. We love that.
What bots?
There's a bot in the chat.
Like they just talking randomly,
They
spamming
sent in a
shit.
stupid thing. Hold on.
I'm not at my computer
I
right
got
now.
it.
I'm
I got
over
it.
band.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to do on my tablet than it is.
Hey, that means we getting big time or we getting bots, huh? Huh? Now, step one.
Dude, legit, when I
You're
was
not real unless you got bots.
when I was playing Among Us like days ago, obviously, a shit ton of them came in. I was talking with somebody. It was fine and dandy. All of a sudden, like a fucking like good six or so came
Fucking
in.
Swazoo.
I'm like, oh my god, give it a
A fucking
break.
storm just come in.
It's like, let me make it
Bots,
clear, I'm
bots.
not paying for followers. I'm not. No,
No.
thank you. I don't care.
You know you can get followers, right?
That's what it is. Every
No.
time it comes in, it's like a message about, oh, do you want followers? Da, 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 go to the here. And it's like, no, thank you.
Nothing. I
Thanks
didn't
for the
do it on
scam, but no,
Instagram, and
thank you.
I didn't do it on Instagram, and I'm not doing it on here. Thank
I
you.
didn't do it on
Bye.
Instagram. I didn't do it on Tumblr, and I'm certainly not gonna do it here. Okay, it's not happening.
Okay, legit followers in 2 years. Okay.
That's why it's always like,
We're gonna,
it's always something when like somebody comes in here and like, oh, or let's say Instagram, because this happens a lot on Instagram. Post a selfie, and they're like, they'll be in my DMs, my DM requests, be like, oh, what about, how about we promote your channel for the low packages of la 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 la. Like, if I pay that, it doesn't mean I'm gonna get shit. So,
yeah, like I don't really have any real views.
right. So it's like, and a lot of them they do bot themselves to make their pages look bigger, so they scam people into paying them to promote their shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, thank you. I'm good with the pyramid schemes. There's enough of that on Facebook.
Exactly. We
Honestly.
we don't we don't do that here, okay? We don't mess with those kinds of people. I just walked past my living room. That damn cat is my damn girl's cat. My damn wife's cat is knocked the fuck out like she didn't have a day.
She's like, I'm done dealing with this guy. Mama need to get
Like
home.
no, it's like she not like I literally just got home. She was standing up at the door, and now she just knocked the fuck out on the couch. I'm like, how the fuck are you just knocked out sleep like this? I don't understand.
Maybe she
What
was
did
like
you
tearing
do?
up the apartment while you weren't there, like just running around like crazy and
Yeah, she does that. She has little spurts where she just
little
sprints
zoomies.
around the house. Yeah, just goes, hey, hey. Oh, I didn't mean to wake you.
Uh
My
oh.
bad, player. She said, hey, shut the fuck up, cuz.
It's like, get out of my room.
It's my goddamn couch you sleeping on. Where's my rent money, motherfucker? I don't care if I gotta revive your ass. I'm gonna want my
Oh my
money.
god.
Look here, bitch. Okay?
Just gonna have an argument with the cat.
We're like, look here, little bitch. Okay? You're not gonna talk to me like that in front of company. I told you about this. Remind me
Honestly.
to what was it? What was a single white female where that dude was sleep next to the damn cat. Well, not sleep, but knock the fuck out.
Uh huh.
And
God, it's
I
been
was
so
like,
long
they
since
damn
I've
cat.
watched that.
I don't know if they watched that movie. She said, like, you're not gonna become that, are you? I said, I hope not.
It's like, honey.
I said, nah, I'll probably become Mark Wahlberg in beer,
Mm-hmm.
if anything, but not really.
God,
Very,
Mark
very
Wahlberg.
low trajectory because I'm also trying to become a police officer. Now, if I became a CIA agent, I'd probably try to get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah, you can't be super psycho or anything like that. Let's be honest.
Nah, not as a police officer, at least.
Mm-mm. I mean, there are some dickheads, but that is what it is.
Oh yeah.
It's.
But, I mean, they just dumb as hell. But other than that, for the most part,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like now if I become part of FBI or CIA or anything in the U.S. government,
Oh yeah. Then you have to.
beware,
Mhm.
beware, beware,
Yeah, but they
especially in
can be
politics.
pretty. You just gotta watch your p's and
It's like-
q's with that kind of stuff, because they're probably a bit
I was like,
strict.
yeah,
But
like you just gotta get everybody on your side,
which reminds me, I watched Chips, the movie from like years
Chips.
ago, um, with Dak Shepard.
Hmm.
It was all right. It was funny. It wasn't obviously like the TV
It's
show,
one of
pretty
those
much.
mid 2000 movies that was real cringy,
But I'm
like kind of
sorry.
like
If I had to see
the
boobs and
waiter
vagina one
movie.
more time, I swear to God.
It's like yeah, it's like I said, it's one of those cringy mid 2000 movies like Ryan Reynolds and all those guys played
Mhm.
in before they took off in their careers.
Yep. Yep.
I got some news for this week.
Ooh, what?
Fuck the new Gossip Girls. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, did you watch it?
I didn't. I don't want to watch that
Because I didn't
fucking
watch it either.
disgrace.
I don't have
No,
the
I'm watching the
desire.
trailers and shit like that, and no, no, I
Like
can't get behind
I
this.
did see, like, I guess it was a trailer for it where they're like on the steps, and just feels like they're just redoing what already happened. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I should give it a try, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it.
No, it just don't look. It just don't look any good. Like what? This is supposed to be. Who is this supposed to be? Like,
Right. Like, I get they're supposed to
just
be like
smells
all
like
new characters, but like it just feels like it's very recycled.
very recycled. Like that's why I like that dude that talks about Gen X and millennials and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah, the
that
guy
we
on
see on
Insta.
Instagram because it he says the straight up fucking truth.
It is.
He's like, we've been had boy bands. What the fuck you talking about?
And our boy bands are way better than their boy bands.
Wait. Oh yeah, the boy bands from like the '90s.
Like, baby. Hold on, let me see
Way
what the
better, way
guy's name
better.
is. Hold up.
And I would like hell. My sister was in the Backstreet Boys and stuff like that when she was younger.
Right. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the guy's name. Da, 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 da.
It's like
Should be all
Beast
the
or something like that.
something.
Yeah, just type in if you follow them. Type in B.
That's what I should do. That'd be smart. I'm not using my brain.
I know.
Yeah. BMO the
Sorry.
Prince.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Very
why
funny
you're the
guy.
You're the beauty. You're the beauty, and I'm the blonde. No, wait, wait, wait. You're the Mary. I'm the Mary, and you're the Rose.
You're
I'm the
trying to
Mary,
fucking Romeo and Michelle me, bitch.
right?
Fuck.
I'm the Mary, and you're the Rose.
I'm obviously Romeo. You're Michelle. Okay, like.
I'm the Mary. I'm the Mary.
God, I love that movie too.
And
I
she just
really
holding up the middle finger as she's dying. That is you. That is you holding up the middle finger. Like,
like.
fuck
I
you.
forgive you. I
Last
give up.
words. I I got the last word, bitch. Fuck you. I'll dig your ass up and revive you, bitch. You don't get nothing.
Right? But it's true. Oh my god.
He's like, what do you mean? Everybody knows I'm the married, you're the wrong. Bitch, what?
Like,
Like, that started, out of everything they've ever said to each other, this starts an argument. I'm done.
right? It's petty shit. That's what it is. It's like, okay.
That's like, literally, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Out of all the shit y'all been through, this starts a fucking fight.
Yep.
And I really honestly don't even know who the fuck they're talking about, but it's just so fucking funny.
Mary and Rhoda? You don't you don't know?
I don't
Mary
really
Tyler,
remember like who they were.
it was the Mary Tyler Moore show, I believe.
Ah, yeah. Okay,
Very old
yeah.
school, very old school.
Okay.
Like, I never really, I don't think
Very,
I
very
watched
old.
it.
I'm like, okay.
Like,
I didn't
Betty
know
White
that's
was
who
on
they
there
were.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, Betty White.
And Betty White's a bad bitch, okay? She is.
Especially, man, especially I seen pictures of her back then. I said, "Wow, goddamn, shit, 100 years ago." I looked up all the people she was like in movies with and stuff like that. She was holding her own against Marilyn Monroe and all them. Like, goddamn.
All right, people who ask me a million questions while I'm streaming on. Ooh, I hate this. It's like a pet peeve. If you want to talk to me, come in the stream. I posted it everywhere. Like,
And
damn.
the motherfucking stream, you motherfucking
It's
dimwit.
it's like a pet peeve of mine. Like, okay, you can come into the stream, you can talk, da-da-da-da, you know, converse instead of hitting me up on other apps where I have to take my attention away from the stream. I don't know. It drives me crazy sometimes. It's just
Every answer I would say, my stream. I'm streaming.
yeah. That's what I'm gonna start doing because it's like, oh my god, it drives me
Can I
crazy.
talk, like, what can I talk to you in the stream?
Right. Well, it's just like people that get nosy like with certain questions. Okay, this refers to Tumblr, and I know that's not your thing. You know, it is what it is.
Oh, no, no, no. I
Right.
mean, no, I still like hearing
Well,
about it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just can't
I'm just saying
get
that
on
you're
the app
not on it.
myself.
You tried
Right.
very briefly and then you gave up, which is fine.
I just like, I'm just not a big hit.
But
I'm just not popular enough.
the anons that I get, which anons, if nobody knows, they're anonymous questions. Um, you can click to be anonymous, or you can click and well, don't click it, and then your profile would be shown with the question. The questions I get through anon, like I'm fine with people being curious and wanting to know things, but when it's so repetitive and that I've answered these questions like 50 times over from an anonymous account, it just gets old. And it usually pertains to my sex life. I'm like, really?
Like, this is not going to find out. This is not going to help you find out anymore. We need to
Well,
know.
and I think it's also like the people that do use anon, like I'm fine with you using it. It's great, and especially if I can educate you in some way, shape, or form, so be it. But then they assume that I would sleep with them and that we have somehow developed this relationship when they're anonymous. It's like, huh?
Hey,
It always
I
goes back
told
to you find me attractive, and that's fine. Doesn't mean I'm going to find you
you.
attractive and, you know,
Right.
do all this. Or they're constantly like, picture, send me a picture, selfie, selfie. It's like, stop. Like, it's like,
This is where I start trolling them. You should start trolling them like this. Say, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
dude, speaking of that, uh,
Oh, I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this. Don't tell me. Don't
wait,
tell me you started
no,
OnlyFans.
no, 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 I didn't, I didn't, I
Oh,
didn't,
I was
I
gonna
didn't.
say. Wait, speaking of that, actually, I have some news. I'm like, wait.
Bitch,
What the fuck
okay.
happened here? When the fuck did you make this decision? And why am I not subscribing already? Like, oh,
At this rate, I swear. But,
I mean, shit,
um,
bitch.
okay,
But
so
on the
as you
way,
know, I've had people ask me from time to time, you got an OnlyFans? Do you have an OnlyFans? Do you have an OnlyFans? Do you do? No. It's always the answer. No. If one day I should decide, so be it. But no. Do you see a link anywhere? Do you see me promoting a such thing? No. Right?
I know somebody who like you had to personally ask for their link.
Yeah. But it's like, unless I'm giving off that I have one vibe, it's like,
Yeah, like I mean, I would think you would because of the modern era, you know what I'm saying. But
I
like,
mean,
you know,
hypothetically, it would be easier with certain things, I guess. But then you also got to worry about the percentage being taken out. Why don't you just do your own shit?
yeah, nowadays you gotta worry about all that.
It's like, okay, look with YouTube. YouTube, you can get monetized and you can get money from your videos or from people sending you super chats, but they take like 30%. And that's not even paying your taxes out of it. You still have to put money aside to pay your taxes out of it, right? So hypothetically, say with you're selling pictures of your hands, okay? Only hands here, okay? If you're doing that, it would be kind of smart
Somebody
to
has a
just,
shirt like that calls that says that. It's funny as hell.
right? It'd be smart to just sell it on your own and not through a site, because then no one's taking a percentage from you, and then you could just pay your taxes out, right? If you're doing well enough, obviously. But okay, so obviously I get this question from time to time, and sometimes it's quite frequent and that it gets old. But there was one person, and I mean this in the nicest way, that kept asking over and over and bringing it up over and over in one night, and I was just like, no, can we not? Like, it's like the middle of the night. I'm getting tired, or I'm hungry and tired, and then I'm just constantly getting asked about OnlyFans, 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 OnlyFans. Like, can we not?
For real, like people be tripping
Like,
about that
I
though.
give you an answer, take the answer, and then stop talking about it. If you want to come
Just
back
stop talking
months
about
from now and ask, or if I start promoting such thing, okay. But you don't have to keep going with it. It drives me crazy. It's just like the people
it.
that
It's like,
constantly ask for selfies on Snap. They're like, oh, send me a selfie, send me a selfie, send me a selfie, or send a selfie every time I talk. And it's like, why? I haven't changed. You aren't sending selfies. Why
ain't
should I
nothing
send selfies?
changed.
It's
Only
like,
thing that changes every month is how much
or,
my light bill gonna be every month.
right? Or it's like, it's the dead of the night, like the middle of the night. We'll say 3 in the fucking morning. You think I'm sitting here with a full face of makeup looking like a bombshell? Fuck no. I'm looking like a troll under
You
a
still
bridge
find
sometimes,
yourself.
okay? I just want to mind my damn business.
Just to make it clear, she still finds herself even
Aw,
with that.
shucks. Shucks.
She's like, oh, well.
I mean, I have my moments, but it's like, it's the middle of the night. My ass is laid up in bed, like trying to watch YouTube, and I'm getting pestered about selfie this, selfie that. Like, I'm sitting in a dark ass room about to go to bed. Like, it's 5 a.m. Do you know where your children are?
Five
Because
in the
damn,
morning, I'm up talking this good shit to you.
it just, oh my god. People always get at me when I'm like tired too, so I'm like, I'm just agitated, and like, if they keep pestering me about something, I'm
It's
done.
one of those like,
It's the classic thing is like, I'll do it when I want to do it. You don't have to keep like pestering about it.
ooh, but I just like literally turn to the stream, and you always do this nice little left. When you look to
Oh,
your
like,
left and you kind of grin, like that is a good look. Derek Zoolander shit will be proud.
oh, it's my blue steel.
Yeah, Magnum. It's blue steel. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I know. I catch myself doing that sometimes where I'm just like, because obviously my camera's there, but I'm watching myself
Mm-hmm.
here. Because I also am monitoring if like somebody does come and chat or whatever, and it's just naturally I'm just gonna sit here because I'm not looking at you. So it's like I'll look over at the camera occasionally. And I'm like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did my needle get in the way of your ass?
but yeah, it's just like,
Forgot to ask, boy.
oh, and
I
another
love
one.
that movie.
Someone asked me on a non today, truth or dare. How the fuck we gonna play truth or dare if you're on a non and you can't do dare because I can't tell if you're actually doing it? Stop.
Exactly. That's the whole point of the game. Wait. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah, it's the point of me doing something fucking perverted so that they can get their jollies off. Like, that's basically what it is.
We're gonna play it. We're gonna play a little game. He said, "You have 5 seconds, or Davis dies." I'll let that motherfucker die.
TikTok.
I'm like, well, fuck. Like I don't got a family at home.
It's like,
It's because of
flash
you.
kitty or he dies. And it's like, the
I
fuck?
said, well, okay, if I'm gonna die, let me see your boobs, okay? Like at least you can do.
It's the
Like
least.
fair enough. It's just like fair enough.
But it's like, how the fuck we gonna play truth or dare if you're not visible?
What
Like,
was it truth or dare? What was it?
I don't. I said, how are we gonna? I legit responded
Oh,
with,
you just didn't play at all. Okay.
how the fuck
Yeah.
we gonna play? Like,
Well, I thought he was doing it to play truth and like ask like a question or something like that.
all right, you want to? Okay, let's go to my Tumblr. I will tell you the shit that I've been asked recently. Okay, hold on. Okay, so there's the truth or dare one. Okay, hold on. You're gonna love this one. Hold on. When did you last try something new in your sexual life? Okay, okay. And all I said was another curious naughty anon, huh? And I was like, in the hashtags, I was like, there's only so many new things to try before you get into stuff you don't have an interest in. It's like, keep it spicy, but damn. And then the person asked again, when did
They
you
make
last
my
try
sex
something
tape
new? And I'm like, I
reciprocated.
try new stuff I try stuff all the time. ... Like existing, for example. I'm just an asshole.
Yeah. I was like, well. I said, well.
Well, well. Hold on, let's
Well,
see.
we the smarty.
It just, okay, this person asked
It's
this
just easy.
twice, and I just deleted it the second time. It said, how do you like your breasts and nipples played with? They sent that twice. After I answered, they sent it again.
Women really don't like it. We just enjoy it so much. They just like, oh, you like that,
That's the thing. I think
huh?
that's where, like, men fail to,
It's,
realize is that a lot of the time
it's
we're not
nothing
getting
for you.
anything
It's
from it. Like, yes,
yeah.
I'm not
It's really.
saying from my experience or from somebody else's, but everyone is different. There's people get off different ways. They have
I
sensation
mean,
different
like
ways.
realistically, like yeah, I even asked the wife, like, does that do anything for you? Like, she's like, basically, no. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Now, yes, you could
I'm,
be
I'm just getting more enjoyment out of it than she is.
right, right. And that's the thing. A lot of the time you make compromises for your partner. So, like, yeah, say if you're a breast man, you're going to want to focus on the breasts. Doesn't mean she's
Pretty
going to
much.
enjoy it, but she'll do it because that's what you like.
Like, you start acting. You just go like, She said, "What are you doing?" I just like, I like these.
Oh, this was a funny one. What names do you like calling a partner during sex? You're going to love this. I was like, well, it would be what they prefer as well, because honestly, it's compromise in a relationship. I said, babe, baby, their name. You can go the daddy route if you want. You know what I mean? And then I said, Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord. Oh
I thought
wow.
as she knew. I was like, that's going to be funny. And I was like, that's just completely a joke. I just thought it was funny.
I know. I was like, is that what Chris is in?
Let's see what
How
else.
you
Let
know?
me see.
Call me Ultra Lord.
Ultra Lord.
Call me Ultra Lord, dick.
I mean, honestly, it'd be the funniest fucking shit, though.
Oh Lord Jesus, that would be fucking hilarious.
Like,
Because
mint
I don't think you
condition,
could probably
never out
hold.
of
You
box.
probably couldn't hold a straight face. Like he could be going in. Call me Ultra Lord. You just go. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. You just start busting up, just like the whole session is over at that point.
I
You
would
just can't
probably
stop
start
laughing.
making references to the fucking movie where it's like, how do you know what's in there? Mint condition, never been opened.
That's a good one.
I'm just an asshole. I'd just be dying.
You do.
Oh, here's
You
one.
do.
Do you like giving blowjobs? What do you like about them? It's like, sir.
It's like, I mean, the balls and audacity.
It's just like, I think these people are just like, I get you're all horn dogs. I understand that. But it's like there's a level of the way you can ask things, and like you should have a comprehension of like, not everybody's into the same things. Like, okay, look, there's some people that don't like, you know, anal, no butt stuff, and that's fine.
Hmm
And there's
hmm
some that
hmm
do, and there's some dudes that like to be uh, fondled in that way, and there's some that don't. It's
Some,
you know,
some people like getting it in the. Some dudes like it in the ass.
and that's what I was trying to reference. I was trying to be gentle about it, but it's like y'all need to understand that everybody's different.
Me personally, no.
Right,
Don't even
right.
put a hand down. Don't even put a hand on my cheek. Let it go. Let it go.
Wait, you don't want her to at least squeeze the cheek?
Nope.
Well,
I
smack to
feel
it.
so
Get that little
I
jello.
feel so awkward. She's like, you do it to me, and I'm like, okay, and fucking shit. You my bitch, okay? Like, you my lady. I'm not your lady. You don't do me.
I
Like,
mean, at least a
you don't.
squeeze. A squeeze is always nice. Just a.
See, here's the thing about some women. I'm not gonna say all women, but y'all like
I
to
think I know where you're
fuck
going
with
with
people.
this. Yeah, I think I know.
Y'all like to fucking play too goddamn
I
much,
mean, a little
okay?
slip of the
It
finger, you
starts.
go too far.
See, because you grabbing my cheek. You grabbing my cheek and you just get it in your mind this evil damn thought to just slide it over just a little bit.
Just a little
See,
bit.
now you about to get your hand broke. I told your ass don't go to that middle. You ain't gonna see it. You don't. You. I've never been an abusive man, but you gonna bring it out
Somebody
to
go
me
get
that
them
day.
hands.
I'm like, bitch, what did I say?
Oh my god.
She's like, why did you talk to me like that? I said, what the fuck did I say? Keep your hands where I can see. Okay.
But it's true. It's like okay, some people are into biting, some aren't. Some are into choking, some aren't. It's like everyone's different, and it's. Ugh.
I got surprised one time. I didn't expect it, but I got bit one time. I
Oh,
was
it's
like,
fun.
I normally like it, but it just like it hit me. It kind of caught me out of nowhere. Like my lip is kind of, it's got a big ass bite mark. It's like, where the fuck that come from? She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Just
Oh
like,
yeah, but I
it's just
love it. Oh my god, it's like a
I mean,
dominant
it is
thing. It's
fun
just
though.
like
It is fun though. It's just like,
I
oh
think it just
god, it is just.
brings out our primal nature when that shit goes down. So it's like, oh, okay, you're
Like,
marking
hey,
it, you're
I
claiming
mean,
it.
it's just like it's off guard. You're not necessarily thinking, oh well, that's a new thing. It's like, see, here's the thing. I'm glad I know my woman because if she
Mhm.
ever came to the bedroom
Mhm.
with some new shit,
Yeah.
I might think she's cheating on me. I'm sorry. Like, I'm
It's like
like,
where the
what the
fuck
fuck?
you learn that?
Who the fuck taught you this shit?
I mean,
The fuck you was out there
especially if she's not into adult
certain things like
films.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. So I'm like, you don't watch this. You kind of cringe when I show you. So
so unless you
what were
show
you
her
in
or
Texas?
somebody else shows her, it's not a
It's
thing.
like hold on. It might throw me off. I'm like, okay, I enjoyed it,
Uh huh.
but
Like where'd that come
I got
from?
some fucking like, where the fuck did this come from? Like, who taught you this? I didn't teach you anything. You was out there in Texas a little too long, a little too long.
It explains
I
it
was
all.
like, oh, no, I didn't do. I don't know. You was you just come out of nowhere with some new spice. I don't know. I've never had this in my food
You got
before.
me a little weary.
Got me out of place.
It's very sus. No, but
It's just
like,
like
yeah, like I'm down for whatever. Like, never say never, obviously, but
everything. Yeah, but like I said, everybody's into something different. There's
oh
like some
yeah.
people into feet, some
Well, and it's
people
just
don't
like,
get
well,
why
and
who's
there's
in the
there's
feet.
people that think some people are into like threesomes and this and that, and it's like
That's the double-edged sword. Like you know, the thing is,
it.
as much as it sounds good,
It
I
isn't.
don't want the problem. I
Here's the problem, for me at least. I'm territorial, and usually my partners are territorial, so we don't like to share. Now, the stereotypical typical thing is that at least in a man's mind, when he suggests a threesome, he expects another woman. Are you out of your
see.
damn mind?
That's why I probably take it out the equation in general, um, just because like okay, you can ask for one, but at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, you're gonna have like,
You're
what if
gonna
the
have
other person
problems.
wants
Yeah.
one? Yeah, like what if the person gives you the threesome you want? I had a scenario in my own mind where like, what if the person gives you the threesome you want, but now you got to give them the one they want?
Yeah. Because
I'm like,
it just becomes kind of like one sided in the sense where like there are men out there that expect only the male female obviously threesome, and
mhm.
that's it. They don't want to flip the other end and give the woman the male female.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like, yeah, if neither one
It's
of you are willing to do what each other likes,
yeah.
you're gonna come to a crossroad.
And then it becomes a thing where like some people do become jealous, or one partner kind of develops a relationship with that third person, and that becomes problems. So unless there's some clear, I don't know,
Clear boundaries and
understanding,
clear fucking understanding.
it's not going to end well,
It's
because then it
not
becomes a trust thing, and it's I don't know. I just tend to be territorial. What's mine is mine, and that's that.
exactly. It's
uh,
kind of like, well,
but if
and
we're being
like,
fair,
just like you to your partner. Like I've talked to that. I've talked
mhm,
about that with my partners.
mhm,
Like they're not into the idea of having
Mhm.
anybody else but me.
Yeah.
And I mean, and most men don't want to admit this, and they
Mhm.
don't want to admit this because the other person might be better than you sexually.
Mm, that's true.
So you running a real high risk
That is true.
because if that person gets like hold of your woman and he break her off some good, she gonna start looking at you a little different. I'm just
Like,
saying. I'm used to that now. Like
but yeah, that's like this is the thing. It's just like you
it's
might
a
not be
double
laying
edged sword.
pipe
Like
like
yeah,
you
what?
were,
Yeah,
or that,
exactly. It's like
or even
especially
if
if they
it's
never had anybody else but you, and then they
right.
finally get some new shit. It's
Well,
like almost like bro, you might as well like okay, that's like what if y'all broke up for a week and then she decided to go get something. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
like she's
yeah. That
single for
scenario,
that weekend. Now she didn't have some
something
god
different.
motherfucker break her off some shit. Now
Yeah,
you gotta match that. Fuck, how do I compete with this? I don't
exactly,
do these I don't do these moves. I can't do this.
exactly. It's just like
Mhm.
yeah, just
You run the risk of that. Yeah, you run the risk of that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just really confident in yourself, obviously.
obviously like you would have to have confidence in not only yourself but also your
You like, well,
relationship.
I do what I do. I don't give a fuck what homie doing over there. Like me personally, I would sorry to say the same thing. I'm like, well, he can do what he do. I do
But
what I
hey,
do. Shit.
I don't need another person, and whatever partner
Some
I
people,
have don't need another person because
some people are faster and some people are stronger. It's all
hey,
about
if
what you
you're
like.
throwing down on your own, like, and you're doing it, and your person's satisfied, your
Hey, if
partner's
you
satisfied,
really working that thing, if you really slaying that thing like that, then
so
that,
be
you
it.
know what I'm saying? Like, so be it.
Like
So
I'm
be it.
saying, no complaints.
Let let it be broke.
No complaints.
Let it be broke down. Sir, Sir, layeth down always.
I mean,
I crown the, I crown thee, Sir Leif. Want to become famous by followers, problems, and views.
but that's like it's the same with these people that think, oh, you have to be well endowed to be good at sex. It's like
It's like
no,
you just gotta be decent size.
no.
Like porn can fuck your mind up in terms of like what a normal addict, like
Oh yeah.
normal size man looks like.
Mhm. I mean, there's a lot of tricks to the
That's
camera,
like
honey.
it's
A lot of
yeah.
tricks. But the fact is, it's like
And
they
most of
think,
those, if you look at most of those dudes, they're like really scrawny,
hmm
small, skinny dudes. Like yeah, so like
yeah,
yeah, like they
like that's the thing. They
like yeah,
think, oh well,
they're not showing the anatomy of the man who may be a bigger guy
I
of a
agree.
6'6". You know what I'm saying? Like
I
you don't
agree.
see a lot of 6'6" dudes, Dave Batista looking motherfuckers on
Mm.
there. You won't never, and you probably won't. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But it's like it's the fact that they
Like most
think,
of these dudes are 5'9", 5 foot
and they're
even,
skinny. They're
rules,
skinny. Like,
and they're really fucking skinny. So they got to be blessed somewhere, like on some real shit. Like,
well, and that plays a factor. Is like your weight does play a factor in what it looks like. So if he
yeah, like
packed on a couple extra pounds, it might not look as impressive. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, if
just,
you're like a 6'8", 300 pound man, like yeah, like you
yeah,
might be a regular sized dick dude, but it just looks smaller on you because
true.
you're a big son bitch. Like it's just that ain't that you're a big son bitch.
Big some bitch. But yeah, it's like, and the fact is, like, these people think, oh, well, because I have a bigger size, oh, I'm great at sex. It's like, no, no,
No, not really.
no. That's not,
It's,
size really
real
doesn't
sex is
matter
real.
in
Like,
that
the
sense.
real shit, the real things about it, real sex is real awkward.
Mm,
Like a lot of people don't like to say that, but it's
it's
real
awkward.
awkward.
It is, especially
It's
that first
like
time.
cause
Mm,
like your like experience comes into fact. Your level of experience and that person's level of experience will
mm-hmm,
come into play.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Like what like women have to move their body a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
especially if they're a smaller female and you're a taller male, it's a
yeah.
real fuckery type shit. It's
You
like
got to be smart in
it's
your
some real
movements. Yeah,
you gotta be real smart in your movements. You can't just dive in deep. Versus if you and the person were normal size, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Of average height. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah. So like, you're a taller man, or she could be a taller woman, and you're a shorter male. Like, it's gonna be some differences there. Like in
Mm-hmm.
these porn videos, like they match up these people perfectly. This is a 5'9" female. We need at
Mm-hmm.
least a 5'8" male to match her.
Right. Exactly. Now, there's rare occasions where they do a very, very tiny female to somebody that's, bigger in size. I wouldn't
That
say
bitch is
huge,
and I'll be saying that
but
that's a mighty bitch right there. That bitch is a pro. Okay,
but
she know what she doing. She been fucking on film for years, so she know how to
but yeah,
work that shit
it
on camera.
becomes it's a whole thing. But then those girls like weigh like 80 fucking pounds, and it's not realistic. It's oh yeah, he looks like he's super strong. No, he isn't. He's not that strong. Okay,
That bitch is light as fuck. I can toss that bitch
like
around like a pizza.
honestly, so it's like don't use
There's
porn.
some little ass girls. They be like, if you look at their bios, they be like, I'm 5'2", 101 pounds. That is not a normal size female at all.
No,
That is a
no,
midget. She is a midget. She's 2 feet 2 feet taller than a midget.
it's just mm,
Like yeah, so it's like yeah, so it's just like yeah. Most people think oh like yeah, like people I'm here to tell you it's real life sex is real different. It's a lot of adjusting.
mm-hmm.
People get cramps in their legs. People
Yep. It's very
people
awkward.
slide.
And
You
there's
know what I'm
noises.
saying? Like
There's noises. It gets very awkward.
it just gets real awkward. Like yeah, it's like it's not a bad thing. It's just like
Or it's they don't know
it's
how
the natural course of it.
to get in a certain position or how to position themselves or it's very awkward or you're not
Unless
secure
you
with
could like yeah,
saying
you could
something.
practice all day on how like what you gonna do. But unless
Oh,
the other person been practicing what they've been doing, like yeah, this gonna be like,
it's
well, fuck, I
different when
put
it's
in the
game
work.
day and you're on the field and you got to figure it the fuck
Yeah,
out.
like I've been working. I've been doing my reps.
It's like,
I've been
honey,
throwing my
you solo in your room just, doing your thing by yourself is a whole different thing from being with another person.
yeah for real. Like it really is. I really like that. So it's just like yeah. So it's just people like yeah for people out there who do watch our podcast stream like yeah take that in mind. Don't be like like don't be like oh like you feel like you're like don't let the industries of like Instagram and OnlyFans and like that fuck your imagination up. Real
Yeah.
people don't do that.
And that also becomes like a
some
body
people, some
positivity
people really do
situation.
have sex like that. Yeah, some people have sex like they're in a formula, but a good
It's not
percentage of like
realistic.
the majority is not
Like, honey,
realistic. That's
most men aren't lasting no damn 15 minutes or an hour or anything like that. It's like
I
fucking
tell
one
you, like
pump
I
and you're
can even
done.
like I've had like living in the dorms and even like recently
Hmm.
when we were in a hotel room, like you hear noises coming from the other room, but you notice those noises don't last too very long. Somebody
Hmm.
like I mean, you can go a good hard 5 minutes. You can give a like
Give it all.
realistic. You can give a good.
Yeah.
You can give it your all in 5 minutes. You can all that. You know what I'm saying? All this fake. Oh, I need a motherfucking last 20 minutes. I'm like,
No, it takes
in what world?
and a lot of time, it takes a lot of like training to get to that point.
Yeah, like what heavy stamina
Which
athletic motherfuckers have you been dealing with?
also
Like,
leads me to this a whole misconception of men assuming that if a woman's been with somebody or a woman's been with someone that's bigger of size that they're all stretched out and this and that and the third. That's not how it works, honey, at all.
no, but I mean, but like, here's a fun fact. A lot of people don't know. Like,
Hmm.
if you're with somebody a long time, like women wise, like if
Hmm.
women are with a man for so long, like their vaginas adjust to their mate size.
Well, and here's the thing. It's a big misconception that people like think, oh, well, you're with a bigger person, or your version, you've been with somebody that you're stretched out. No, it'll might feel that way
A lot
for
of
a few
times that
days,
shit go
but
right
that
back to
shit goes
place too.
right back to where it's supposed to be. Okay,
If it
maybe
was tight before, it's gonna be tight next time. Like,
usually yes. So it's like unless they give birth or something and something's going on down there, maybe it might be a little different, and that's fine because
mhm.
giving life is beautiful. So it is what it is. So stop being scumbags and like giving women a hard time, okay? Because your dick ain't doing it, okay? So and
I
there's
mean, that's
also,
just the facts of it. Yeah.
but there's also the fact that just like men, women's bodies are different. And there's women out there that have, a wide set vagina or whatever, like the chick from Mean Girls. I'm sorry, I have to bring that up. But the Mean Girls chick is what I think of when I say that.
I know, right? That's so fucking funny.
It's not because they've been sleeping around or doing this or that. It's just how their body works. So stop being assholes. If you want to get laid
Real.
again, don't be an asshole. You be blessed that someone actually wanted to fuck you. And that goes back and forth, female, male, whatever. Shit. Little respect. Like, damn.
Respect your elders, bitches.
I mean, you'd think you wouldn't have to tell people this, but
Oh,
you got to. because it's like it's a
But a
big
lot of times too, like a lot of men, we got to get back at the woman some way. Like she might
yeah.
say, "Oh, you're dick little" or something like that. Well, so your shit wide. How about that, bitch?
Because I hear it all the fucking time. Or like, there's people that have a kink with being told that their junk is tiny.
Oh, like yeah,
Um,
they like some people like that shit.
and some won't outright come and say it, so you're just like trying not to offend somebody when they like send you a picture out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, what do you think? And it's like, how do I answer this?
I was why oh, it's this dude man. His name is Kevin Samuels.
Mhm.
I like this motherfucker. This motherfucker, he be like he comes off as an asshole,
Mhm.
but he be spitting motherfucking facts.
Right.
Earlier, he was talking about like the message he has is harsh, so it's like a he's not afraid to stand up to the masses, like it's like because like it was something he was saying something like it's truth to it, but it's
Mhm.
also to a lot of times too. It's like it can be like
Yeah.
misconstrued as sexism too. Like and I'm like, and he was saying like the men nowadays are kind of like in a way like are kind of bashed a little bit. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And not by a little bit, a lot, but like, cause like he brings up examples like when Mother's Day come around, mom gets the praise. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But Father's Day come around, that's almost like fuck you day. Like, unless you got a real good father or something like that. But a lot of times that day is not as broadcast as
Well,
Mother's Day
and it comes down to who dropped
or
the ball. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, like, and like a lot of times, like with the feminist movements and things like that, it gets misconstrued that like men are almost like evil villains nowadays
Mhm.
in the society in a large society and things like that.
Mhm.
I was like honestly a lot of times as men we do feel like we are like the villains because
Right.
like a lot of things are like the past men of 100,000 fucking years ago are still paying. We're still
Well,
paying for those motherfuckers fuck
and,
ups.
and I think with that
You know what I'm
logic,
saying?
I think it also comes down to like there are a few bad eggs. They're the ones
Exactly.
that fuck it up for everybody else. So you could have, say, 100 men, and two out of them are just assholes. They ruin it for the rest of you, and that's where your reputation gets
Exactly.
built off of. That.
Somebody I watched, he broke it down like yeah, like he broke it down in like he broke it down like this.
Mhm.
If you had a puppy, it bit your finger,
Mhm.
you're gonna be like, all right, cool. Get another puppy, bite
Right.
your finger again. You're like, all right, this is enough of this shit. Get
Right.
a third puppy, it bites you. So by the time you get to the fourth puppy, you're gonna be suspecting this motherfucker to bite your hand again. So
Mhm.
like yeah, so like that's what a lot of times in society like yeah, people have been bit on the finger so many times they make other motherfuckers pay for it because
Yeah.
three other puppies then bit you.
It's true. You you discover, well, yeah, you basically, it's a learned behavior at that point where it's like, okay, I've gotten a puppy once, it did it. Twice, another one, three did it, and it's like,
By the time you get to the fourth, like all right, you bite me, your ass is getting it. Like
so it
like
can be
yeah,
the
so like
same
yeah,
with men or women. It's just like you get, and that's the thing where
you
women
get
get
what
the
you get.
whole,
Like yeah,
women get told they're crazy because one dude had one crazy ex or two crazy exes, and then the third girl comes around, could be the greatest person in the world, and then all of a sudden she's labeled crazy or already has that
yeah, and like
assumption.
or something like, and I think like yeah, like you got to go into every situation. Like you got to go into every situation with a new faint of heart because I've had some fucked up friends. I
Yeah.
had some good friends. I had some fucked up friends. But I give everybody their own clean slate,
Yeah.
regardless of what I've been. And as you know, I've been through some shit with people. So
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying.
I
So
was about to
like
fight the bitch
you know what
for
I'm
you.
saying.
Damn.
Yeah, you know
Shit.
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I give everybody their own clean slate. I don't sit here and oh, this person did me like that, so I'm gonna treat everybody else like that. Yeah, of course, I do have my moments where I see red flags of like same behavior or something like that. But a lot
Yeah.
of times, everybody still has their clean
And
slate
I
with
think,
me, until you fuck up. Like, yeah, but other
yeah,
than that, like, yeah,
I
but
can relate
for the
with that.
most part, like, yeah, yeah, exactly. You can't treat yeah, obviously you can't treat everybody the same. So a lot of people don't understand that common sense. Like, yeah, I
Hmm.
get you may have been fucked over, but you can't let this motherfucker of the past stop you from loving in the future because
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Because there's a reason why they're not in your life anymore. So like, yeah, you can't let people take what your natural nature is. And a lot of times, some people are just natural bitches, and some people are not.
True.
So like, yeah. So a lot of times, their first nature is just to be a bitch,
They're
and
just nasty.
sometimes some
Yeah.
people, yeah, exactly. They just act like that's just who they are. Like,
Mhm.
like yeah, like and like yeah, like I said, the dude Kevin James, he be really like breaking down the ins and outs on like how men and women think of each other. Like a lot of
Well,
times,
I think you did send me one of his
like
videos before, so I think I know who you're
yeah,
talking
this
about.
motherfucker. Like I said, he wear like he's like this real skinny black dude,
Yeah,
old
yeah, yeah, yeah.
looking,
Usually sits at a
glasses.
desk or
Yeah,
something. I swear I saw something.
yep,
Okay,
yeah,
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 he does. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So like yeah, like but it's like yeah, at the same time, like it's not it's like I said, the message is brought in a brash way, but the truth kind of come out like that. And I was like, you
yeah.
know what? I'm sitting there thinking about like, no, this shit actually like some of this shit makes sense because like even like he even talks about like men who work in construction and jobs like everyday jobs, they're like you know what I'm saying. Women won't even give those guys a look. You know what I'm saying? Like the little modern day little hoochie mamas, they won't give
Mhm.
those guys a look, but they got to be rap basketball players. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's that come up.
that's
Yeah.
the status. You know what I'm saying? That's the status quo. But like all the regular dudes who work their ass off 9 to 5, they don't get no love. You know what I'm saying? I'm like
Mhm.
that, and I'm like that is I was watching that this morning. I was like, that is the fucking truth.
Because that's the
You know what
thing.
I'm saying? But like,
It's some people are into the looks and some people are into the money or the fame or whatever that comes with it. They're not actually seeing the actual person. It's just how
yeah,
it
like yeah,
goes.
you're not seeing the person. You're not seeing like yeah, you're not seeing this person is willing to work multiple jobs or one big job or whatever like that. Like yeah, everybody ain't Jay Z. Everybody ain't what I'm saying LeBron James. Everybody's not gonna be these one in a million fucking people.
True. That's straight
You know
facts.
what I'm saying? Like yeah, and like and also like he even talks about like how OnlyFans started and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like yeah, it's the modern day woman. Like some
Yeah.
modern day women are like real like yeah, like
Catch
some
that
people
bag.
did it because they were huh?
I
They
said
trying
catch
to
that
get to that
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, they trying to get to that bag. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, and they like and a lot of people compare each other to like if I can make $6,000, why you can't?
Yeah.
How I make $6,000, how you make $6,000 is gonna be $6,000 is gonna be two different ways.
Exactly.